Hi everyone, this is a very special pick a card reading for the question of will you be rich, famous, successful, question mark, even looking at, financial stability, wealth. We're definitely going to do a lot of in-depth looking into this. So this is going to be for you. Now, I do want to mention as well that we have got, this absolutely beautiful golden setup, which it's there right in front of you. So whichever group you're most drawn to is going to be the one for you. You have so many options to choose from. First of all, we have the numbers, so group 1, 2, 3 and 4. Second of all, we also have the charms, right? So we've got this beautiful shoe, we've got the timer, which also does work as well, which is rather special. We've also got the bird here, and we've got this jug, which is really, really beautiful. And then also on top of that, we've also got these aces. So you might be drawn to one of these particular aces, whether it's the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, or the Ace of Swords. Or you might think to yourself, oh, you know what, I'm a Leo. So of course, perhaps, I'm just giving an example. You might think, okay, I'm a Leo sun sign, so Leo is fire, so you might be drawn to the fire energy, right? Because we've got here water, fire, earth and air. So whichever one you're drawn to, because it's really just so it's one where there's so much to choose from. So yeah, feel out your energy, take a minute, maybe pause the video, look at them, and then think to yourself, all right, which one? And then once you've chosen it, you can go to the description box of my video. The timestamps will be in there, and then you can click on the timestamp. It will take you to your reading, and you can sit back, enjoy and watch the messages come through. So that's what I would recommend. Now, I also want to mention as well, if you'd like to win a free reading with me, do check out the description box below, since I do a giveaway every single month. If you would like to purchase a private paid reading, information is also down below as well. They're done within 24 to 48 hours. Last thing I want to mention, intention bracelets. They are on my Etsy store. So I'm actually wearing the finance and wealth bracelet right here, which is one of the top selling bracelets. So many of you have seen results with these bracelets because I keep an eye on the review section as well, and it is on my Etsy store. So link to my Etsy store will be in the description box below. The review section is on my Etsy store. The bracelets are on there as well. They are meditated with, they're sage, they're there to remove obstacles and challenges from different areas of your life. There's so many other things on there. There's crystals, necklaces, there's even embroidered intention cards, which you can put in your wallet. I'm just trying to grab one to show you. You can put it in your wallet, in your purse, or under your pillow. They're completely hand embroidered and international shipping made by me. So yeah, there's just all of that is on there. Do check it out if you're interested. Everything is down below. So what I'm going to do, we're going to start first of all with group number 1, and then yeah, we'll make our way through the readings. So I'm just going to place these on the side. Alright, so group number 1, let's have a look and see, will you be rich, famous, successful, wealthy? List goes on and on. So what we will do is we will have a look. So you picked here the Ace of Cups, and we've also got this shoe as well, which is quite interesting. So let's have a look. There should be 12 cards here, so long as I calculated correctly. So what I did was I shuffled the actual deck, and then I, placed them into the piles. So this is essentially your reading. So we've got a 12 card spread here, and I'm going to go through all of the cards and we're going to see what's coming through. Now, you might be also interested which deck this is, because it's a super golden deck. It is called the Tarot Black and Gold Edition. So that's what it's called. So we've got the Ace of Cups, and it is super reflective, so you may see a lot of shadows on the cards. I'll try my best to sort of move out of the way, but it's just the nature of these cards. That's how they are. They do get shadows on them. For example, even if my hand is on top of it, you will see some shadows, and for example I have to move to the side, so it's just part of the cards. It is what it is, but I just think they're so beautiful and they go so well with the theme of this reading. Okay, so we've got the Three of Wands, we've got Temperance, we have Ten of Cups, the Fool, Nine of Cups, Three of Pentacles, King of Cups, the Magician, we've got the Star, Queen of Pentacles, and we've got the King of Swords, which I think is really interesting because already I'm just seeing this energy of patience. Like, patience is the virtue. I see good things coming your way, but it really is about patience. And I know that's a message that is sometimes really frustrating and really annoying to hear. Like, just be patient, everything's gonna be fine. I don't know why I made that sound, but it's that sort of like annoying energy that we we get sometimes, where it's like, really, like, it just seems really like such a cliche thing, right? Which is like, oh, just be patient, but it's in the moment it can just feel so frustrating. So I feel like the charm that we have here with this absolutely stunning shoe is really telling you that, hey, patience is the virtue, take baby steps, continue and be consistent with what you're doing, because I think that's so important, and you will see results. But patience is the virtue. I know it's frustrating, I know it's annoying, but hey, at least there are results, right, at the end of the tunnel. At least you're not going to be hanging in there, always just waiting and hoping. Like, one day those results will come your way and it will flow. And that's what we see here with Temperance, is patience is the virtue. And it's also your perspective as to how you see things, because really interestingly enough, I see a triangle right there. You can see it on the angel. The angel in the Temperance card has a little triangle right there. And the other thing I'm seeing, if I just move to the side a little bit, you can see the triangle here, right, with the Three of Pentacles, where the Three Pentacles are situated. This is about teamwork and collaboration. It's about continuing to do what you're doing and having that growth and that development, which will lead you to much more success. And I feel again that it really is about just being consistent, letting the water flow from one cup to another, continuing to work really hard, and just knowing that there is a lot of growth that is taking place, even in those small baby steps. Those baby steps take you to your goal, but they are not always easy steps to take. And even the Fool here is about the journey, right? It's not just about the destination, it's actually about the journey. And when you actually see a lot of very, wealthy people, very successful people in life, a lot of them don't just get it overnight. They've worked super hard to get to that point, and oftentimes it's sleepless nights, and it's them also, worrying about, oh, do I have, enough to do this or enough to do that? Like, it takes a lot of sacrifice, and it's not just as simple as what we see once they've got to that point. So I think one of the messages here is really just to take time for yourself, just know that you're in the journey, and sometimes the journey is not what we want it to be, but it definitely does show that when you get to that point where you feel like your goal is achieved, remember there's still more to come. So even though you may feel like, oh, I want to get to that destination, I want to be really wealthy, I want to be successful, but then when you get to that destination, there is that craving for more. And oftentimes what happens is that once we get to it, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, we're here, so it's one of those things where it will happen, but be patient with yourself and enjoy the journey. I know sometimes it's hard to enjoy the journey, but be consistent and you will start to see results. You will get to where you have desired to be, because the Nine of Cups here and the Ten of Cups shows a wish. So the Nine of Cups is a wish, and then the Ten of Cups is the wish come true. I really do apologise. I know my shadow is falling quite significantly on the middle cards. As I mentioned, unfortunately, that's just how the cards are, but the thing is that they're really beautiful cards, and I feel like they just go so beautifully with, what we're reading about. And I just feel, again, that there is this sense of wish come true, wish fulfillment, you feeling comfortable. I see you living a very, very comfortable lifestyle. I see you having success. I see you also having lots of partnerships and projects. That's something that's coming through with the Three of Pentacles. But right now I feel like you're also in a stage of lots of growth and development. And even with the Queen of Pentacles, it's really just about also appreciating and having gratitude for what you already have, even if it's not what you want. I think that sometimes what the universe wants to see is a little bit of gratitude for the place that you're in, and they will then blow up what you currently have in your life and give you tenfold more, which we see also with the Ten of Cups. It's about the fact that sometimes, you know, the difficult moments can actually really be what we look back on and go, you know what, I was in that really hard place, but I didn't give up. Because with this rainbow, even though that rainbow is beautiful and you've got those 10 cups so beautifully aligned in an arch, also, it takes rain to make a rainbow. It doesn't just appear out of nowhere. So know that your struggle, those hardships, those really difficult moments are also very, very pivotal in regards to where you end up, in regards to everything else. So I know it's frustrating. I know sometimes it can be super hard. The Three of Wands is sort of this waiting energy. Don't wait for your success to come to you. Continue to work hard. Also, make sure you rest in between as well. I think that's really important. You know, this is not me just saying, oh, you know, 24/7, break your back. No, that's not what I'm saying. We do need to rest, you know, and things like that. But just know that it will come to you and that you don't have to sit there and wait for it to come. I think that's the wrong idea. You know, yes, we do need rest and we do need to reflect. That's totally, totally important. Try not to wait for it all to come to you. Instead, do you, and one day it will naturally arrive and it will feel very seamless. You'll feel like, yeah, you know, I've been on this journey, I've worked really hard, and then, you know, bit by bit it just came to me. So do I see you being successful? Yes. Do I see you being super, super wealthy? I mean, I see you living a very, very comfortable lifestyle, right? Comfortable to be able to support yourself and also to be able to support your family. So that's something that I'm seeing here. I also see that there's more of this energy of sort of keeping to yourself and your family. So to me, this really shows sort of like this private energy where you really just want to spend it with those that are near and dear to you. I feel like at this point in time, you know, you might be like, oh, you know, I would like some kind of recognition or some kind of fame or something like that, which I feel like you can get in regards to like being a figure in regards to business, because I see here projects, I see here partnerships, it could be sponsorships as well. But I see more of this energy of being quite private and guarded, so not really sharing all of your life to the outside world. To me, that shows less of this sort of famous energy to the outside world, but very well known internally in terms of an organization or a business setting. So it puts you in a place of power. I see you more in that energy than I see you really taking to a stage and being super, super famous and being well known for that, because I see more of this sort of protective energy when it comes to your personal life. That's not to say that obviously if you have a protected personal life energy that you can't be famous, but what I see here is more of like a less of like a you being famous energy and more of you being sort of very well known professionally in a business setting or a business environment, which gives you a lot of success. So I see you being more into business than being like really like famous, if that makes sense, because there are a lot of business people who are also not famous, and there's lots of business people that are famous, so you know, just take that as that. But yeah, I see you more as a business person that isn't necessarily like super out there and famous, you know, because those are the kinds of people like, for example, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, and lots of other, you know, those are like the big ones, right? Those are the biggest ones that I'm naming, but you know, they are very, very famous for what they've done in regards to their business. But I see you being someone who is very well known in terms of your work, right? So internally, but then also keeping your private life very private, but not necessarily being super, super famous. Do I see you being successful? Yes. Do I see you being financially very, very stable? Absolutely. You're able to support your family? Yes. And I see the stars aligning with time, you know, so that is just something I'm seeing. Also with the Magician here as well, you're an excellent communicator, and that really takes you far and wide in terms of that. But I see here more of this family energy and less on being famous, which is something I think with time as well, you're not really going to want to dive too much into, if that makes sense. So that's just the kind of energy that I'm seeing. You know, some people don't necessarily want all of that comes with it as well, because it can be a headache. So it's more of this, like, I do see, you know, wealth in terms of finances and stability here, and just being able to live a really peaceful, happy and stable life, especially with the King of Cups. You know, it's that energy of just feeling emotionally content, happy, fulfilled, progressive in regards to that, and not necessarily having to worry about sort of all this excess background noise, and just having a lot of peace. I see you as someone that just really wants peace, and I feel that as you get older, you will focus more on, you know, your inner peace and your life and your family, rather than, you know, standing on a stage in front of others, if that makes sense, because that's the kind of energy and the vibe that I'm getting here. It's like you just really want emotional satisfaction and joy and happiness and love, and to me, I feel like that's the big thing that you want. And so long as you are stable financially, then you feel good, because you can help others out, you can help your own family out, and you can help your business and the projects and things that you have going on as well. So I just feel like there's more of this energy of you just wanting peace, and I have to say one of the biggest luxuries these days, believe it or not, is peace. There are very, very few people that can say that, you know, I live a life of luxury with peace, but you will see that more and more. People practice spirituality more and more. People are moving away from really high, you know, end jobs. There are so many people that are quitting, you know, being really popular actors and actresses, and you're going to see that more as time goes by, just to live a peaceful life, just to retire early and to just, you know, live their life and do things on their own terms and not be sort of controlled by things. So just because I said to you here that you're not going to be famous doesn't mean that you're going to live a life any less. You're actually going to live a peaceful life, which, trust me, very, very famous people crave for that on such a high basis, and it's actually not a bad thing. It really honestly isn't. A life of peace is one of the biggest luxuries, and it's something that is so priceless, because not everybody is destined for peace, you know. It's one of those things, but I feel like you're super, super blessed to have peace in your life later on, where you can really enjoy it with those that are near and dear to you. And that is just, honestly, it melts my heart, because that is just such a precious, precious thing. And on top of that, you're going to have the stability to be able to travel with those people, to make memories, and to enjoy your life while still having something very, very successful. So I want to say to you, group number one, that this is a huge blessing, an absolutely huge blessing. It may not always seem like it, right? But I really feel it's a huge blessing that is going to come to you with baby steps, right? Try not to wait, try not to rush into things, stay consistent, keep putting, you know, one foot in front of the other, baby steps, and you will get to where you have really wanted to be. All right, so group number one, this is your reading, okay? And if this reading resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course my intention items, which are on Etsy. And I will see you very, very soon. All right, bye group number one. Okay, I'm just going to put these cards to the side. Bye, Shu. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it looks like a gold bar. It literally, oh, it's beautiful. I love these cards. Woohoo! Alright, so group number two, this is your reading. Will you be rich, famous, successful? Let's have a look, let's have a look. So we have this timer as well, right there. Let me just, we'll make it work for once. It actually sits better on the other side. Okay. There we go, let's begin. It will stop rocking back and forth. Alright, so we've got here the Ace of Wands. Now, these cards are stunning. They're so beautiful and golden. The other thing, though, is that they do catch the shadows quite a lot. So if you feel like some of the cards are a little bit dark just because of where I'm sitting, and especially these cards here, that's the reason why, is that they're super reflective, and they do catch the shadows. But I just love these cards, and I felt like we should use them. So bear with it in this reading. It's the only thing I can say, is just, you know, bear with the cards. Alright, so Ace of Wands, the Hermit, the World card, Eight of Pentacles, we've got the Two of Wands, which is quite interesting, so we've got the Ace as well, so that's 1 and 2. Ooh, okay. Six of Pentacles, we've got the Strength card, Knight of Cups, Judgment, Five of Wands. Interesting, interesting. Six of Swords. and the Chariot. So what I really feel is quite significant. Well, first of all, let me start by saying that what I did was I shuffled all of the cards and then I placed them into the piles. So that's how the piles were determined. But really interestingly enough, what I want to say is that there is this energy of pressure. Do you feel pressure on yourself to perform or to be at a certain place in your life by a certain time? Because if you do, I just want to say, it's very, very common. We see so much, and the more you also read, the more we can compare ourselves and just feel like, oh my God, this person had success at this age, or this person got really wealthy at this age, or this person did this and this person did that. And the more you read into media, or even, just the news in general, we can feel so much pressure. And even, with education, and gosh, there's a lot of pressure, right? There's so much pressure to perform and to deliver. So if you feel like you are constantly under pressure and that everyone is somehow looking at you to perform, I just want you to know that in this day and age, I know it's crazy, but it's so normal to feel that pressure, but don't let it get you down. You're on your own path and you shouldn't compare your own path to anyone else. I know it's such a cliche thing, like, Moonlight, everybody says that. It's true though, isn't it? Like, we shouldn't pressurize ourselves. Some of the most successful people in the world believed in themselves and they did things their own way, right? Do things your own way. I think that's so important. The other thing I definitely recommend is that there are so many amazing talks on YouTube by really successful people that can totally motivate and inspire you, right? Don't let people get you down. If people reject your ideas, take it as constructive criticism, but then also stick by your idea. I think that's really important, is to walk down the middle ground, not completely reject yourself, but not, also sort of reject the constructive criticism, because it's there to really help you grow and progress. Now, you're probably thinking, Moonlight, yeah, that's really great, but can you please answer the question for the reading? I'm getting there. I can read your mind. Okay, will you be rich, famous, successful? I really feel that you will be successful. You will, but there comes a condition, and that condition is very important. If this condition is not met, then I feel like, you might just be sort of doing your own thing and maybe not have as much success as you had anticipated or hoped for. And one of these things is pressure. The more pressure you put on yourself to perform in a certain way, the more you are actually taking away your success and your abundance. If you're comparing yourself to other people, the divine does not always like that. The divine wants you to be you. The divine wants you to focus on your goals. Also, I know that this is going to sound really strange. Do not tear down other people's success or wish ill upon others who have success. The divine also does not like that. So I know that that's a pretty open reading and you might be thinking, oh, Moonlight, I'd never do that, but I just have to say it, it's one of those things. I read for a lot of people here, so, it's one of those things where focus on your path, focus on you, focus on your goals, focus on yourself. Do not focus too much on tearing others down or any form of revenge. You will take away your own success karmically by doing so. Alright, so it comes with a condition. The other condition is do not stress yourself out. The Strength card here shows that if you have fear and you're letting fear interrupt the thing, fear itself can actually take away success, right? Sometimes when we're so fearful to take a risk, or we're really fearful as to, oh no, what will this person think or say, we're actually stopping and blocking our own abundance. So it is about taming your fears as much as you can. Listen, fears are very, very normal as a part of life, right? We're all human beings at the end of the day, but it really is about also just knowing that, okay, weighing it up in your mind, like, what is this risk? Am I going to really regret if I didn't make this choice and this decision? And then think about it from that point forward, right? Think to yourself like, okay, if I don't do this, am I going to regret it? Because at the end of the day, I'm assuming you don't want to have regrets, right? You don't want to be thinking about things after you could have done it. So that's the Hermit. Like, you could be so in your mind to the point where you're missing the abundance and it's just passing you by. So what I would say is it's okay to reflect and to think and be in your mind. That's totally normal. Again, we're human beings. But what I would say is try and take off the pressure, or try and stop comparisons to other people, because that can drive you not only insane, but it can also, again, upset the divine, and the divine will be like, well, just concentrate on your own path, don't wish ill on anyone else, things like that. So next time you see someone who's doing really well for themselves, say, well done, wow, that's amazing. Be really supportive of others, and you will find that karmically you will get that support in return. You might even be thinking to yourself as well, but Moonlight, I kind of already do that. Well, in that case, take the pressure off of yourself and continue to work hard. Continue with consistency to work hard. You will find success, all right? The World card, you will find success. This is about completion. This is about satisfaction. It's about a solid routine and structure in your life, right? So it does show fulfillment of your dreams, but also the Ace of Wands here is about, holding that wand in your hand and saying to yourself, okay, I'm going to wave that wand. You've got 2 wands there as well being held, which is quite interesting. You will have that. I see also a lot of travel, okay, a lot of travel, making memories worldwide. 6 of Pentacles, helping people that are a little less fortunate than yourself. I see that as well. I see you having and giving this helping hand. To me, this shows that you will have enough money and financial resources as well, and just resources in general, to be able to help others. You'll be able to do so from a comfortable place, which I think is also quite significant as well, because I feel like you're going to be helping quite a lot of people, and that is something that I'm really seeing. Now, for some of you, you may already be helping others, even if you perhaps are not in the financial place to do so, because there are people, that may not have so much, but they still want to do so much. So it's just something I want to mention as well. Basically, I just want to say that I do see you having quite a lot financially to help a lot in regards to other people that are less fortunate, which I think is, such a beautiful thing. And karmically, again, is huge. Basically, building up your good karma is going to give you a lot in return. So I see you as someone that has the ability to really, really, get a lot back for your good karma. So continue the good karma. Again, stop comparisons to other people. Praise them instead. Be like, what's the word? I was going to say be well to them. I don't even think that makes any sense, but just, be happy for them. Even if people are not happy for you, it's okay to be happy for those people, because at the end of the day, your karma is your karma. Your karma is not their karma, right? That's very, very important to remember. Your karma is your karma. How other people treat you is their karma. So that's very significant. Okay, so 6 of Pentacles here shows quite a lot of financial success. For those of you that have businesses, this is a very big, successful business. Wow, how am I explaining this today? This is a very successful card in regards to business, basically. It's very, it basically shows higher numbers, higher profits, just more in terms of finances, and also resources as well. It's not just always about money, but also resources. So for example, if you have an office, it shows, you having lots of different resources that can really help you to get the job done. And also for those of you that are in sort of like a career space, it shows that, the company that you could be with or a company that you join in the future can have lots and lots of really good resources, benefits, what's the other thing? Not discounts, but I guess benefits, right? Where you can sort of get lots of different schemes and things that can be really, really helpful for you, and promotions and just lots and lots of career growth and development. So basically lots and lots of resources. So it's not just all about money, but these are also resources that help with growth and development, which are also very, very important for your emotional and mental satisfaction too, because it's not just all about money, right? There's that emotional and mental energy, which is just so significant, and that's so important because you see a lot of very wealthy people and they're not always happy. I see you being a successful person who is happy, and trust me when I say that is a very, very important thing. It's so important. It just is. So Knight of Cups. So Knight of Cups here shows lots of opportunities coming your way as well. And we know the condition. We've already talked about the condition many, many times, okay? Opportunities will come your way. Success will come your way. Emotional satisfaction will also come your way. Chariot is also ruled by Cancer. Again, this is that strong water energy coming through. Try not to put a time limit on yourself. I think that's very important. Enjoy the journey, not the destination, because once you get to the destination, there's always going to be more. right? There's always going to be more. So enjoy the journey. Always enjoy the journey. Put in a lot of work. Sure, sometimes it's not fun, but hey, we gotta start somewhere. We've got to do as much as we can somehow. And we've got this yin and yang energy with the two sphinx. The two sphinx also showcase movement. It's sort of mutual harmony and growth and flow and direction. Again, we've got quite a lot of travel energy coming through. I feel like in the future you'll definitely be traveling a lot and exploring and doing a lot of that. You know, see a lot of travel. Lots of travel. And the other thing with the chariot here as well is just so much movement, and also very, very mutual. I feel like your vibe is going to attract your tribe. And what I mean by that is if you feel right now that, you know, your sort of friendships or people around you are perhaps not the best, or even work colleagues, trust me when I say your good karma is your good karma, and your good karma will also bring you really amazing friendships. And people around you that are really just very, very supportive. Like, they attract your energy, and that is just, your vibe is going to attract your tribe. You'll know when you see it. And then also, Six of Swords. We need to move away from that mentality of, I need to be at this age by this time doing this, or I need to be doing X, Y, and Z at this particular time, otherwise I feel like a failure. Got to move away from that. Really have, right? This is about emotionally taking yourself to a better place, which we've already discussed, is by not putting too much pressure on yourself to say, like, okay, by this age I need to do this. It's a little bit like when some people say, okay, well, by this age I need to have found someone and I need to be settled. It doesn't always work how we want it to. Sometimes things can take a little bit more time. So we need to give ourselves a little bit more flexibility, because sometimes if we're putting so much pressure on ourselves, it can totally drain our energy completely, to the point where it just takes everything away, and it's just not, you know, it's not nice. It takes everything away in terms of our happiness as well. You know, it's not great. So because we kind of just, you know, feel that energy, and then we get sort of upset or, you know, sad, like, oh, I really needed that by that time. But maybe it's a blessing, right? Sometimes maybe it's a blessing that things take longer. We might be protected from certain things that we don't know, right? So Five of Wands. Five of Wands is quite significant. Again, this is about at times feeling stressed or chaotic or conflicted, or thinking, oh, I need this by this time. Do you need it, or do you like want it, you know, or what is it? Because I feel like the Five of Wands here is, it's almost like when you're super calm and you're just doing your thing and you feel good in your own energy. Listen, overthinking is a thing, right? It's okay. We're all human beings. We will overthink from time to time, but constantly staying in that energy can be super toxic. You know, I'm staying like a constant 24/7 energy, 7 days a week, overthinking can be quite hard. You know, it can be really, really tough on us. So what I would say is meditation can definitely help you, right? It's just 5 to 10 minutes a day, taking your mind off of those kinds of things and trying to focus it on yourself and on your breath and your energy. That can really, really help and make a big difference over time. I would just say do things that really calm your soul, calm your energy, and make you less stressed, because stress can really contribute to just feeling all over the place. So, you know, it's just something I want to mention. So that's that. Also, judgment, right? This is about, I mean, judgment is ruled by Pluto, and Pluto is all about transformations. So what I see here with the Judgment card is the fact that things will change, right? Things will transform, but also it's about making those decisions. It's what you say, it's how you act, it's how much pressure you feel. It's about what you do. I see you actually being in a place of sort of having quite a lot of control. So you may have a lot of control. You may be a director of a company. You may own a business. You may actually be like a director or an author, or someone that is telling something, you know, like a story, or you're telling people, you know, how to do certain things. So it's quite interesting, because I see you being in a place where you have ownership. Oh no, that's not the right word. Where you have power, basically, you know, in that sense. So I do see that here, and that can actually bring you, it can bring you a certain amount of fame. It can, but it's more so fame that is relative to that particular industry. So it's just something I'm seeing, but yeah, it can also be fame that is a little bit more on the global scale, but you'll be very well known in that industry, if that makes sense. So it can come, but again, there's a condition to it, and part of that is, you know, also just really having strength and continuing to do what you do. So I do see here success, I do see here financial wealth. It is something that's coming through, and fame, which again depends on your career as well. Remember, this is a general reading, so it's going to depend for everyone. For some of you, it will be mainly in the industry you're in. For others, it will be the industry you're in, and it will be to some form of a global level where you'll be known for what you do in terms of the industry that you're in. Alright, so group number 2, that is your reading. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course my intention items, which are on Etsy, and definitely do take care as well. Alright, so goodbye group number 2, and we are going to now move on to group number 3. All right. Group number 3. Will you be rich, famous, successful? Let's see. Let's have a look. You have chosen the Ace of Pentacles deck right here with the beautiful bird. So, of course, this is the top card you've chosen. All right, so we're going to see what is coming through. Now, these cards are super golden. This is actually the Tarot Black and Gold Edition cards, just for those of you that are wondering. And the way in which I did this was I shuffled the cards and then I placed them into the piles whilst asking the question, with the help, of course, of the spirit guides and the angels. So, we are going to see, we've got the Ace of Pentacles right here. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, right. Okay. Justice. The Empress. Got 3 major arcanas in a row. You've got the Page of Swords, you've got the Moon, the Hanged Man, the Devil, 4 of Wands. Wow, got so many major arcanas here. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, we've got the 4 of Cups, and we've also got the 4 of Swords. Wow, what a spread. This has fame written all over it. I can already feel the energy of it. It really is. I see here fame, I see here wealth, I see here success. I see all 3 of those indicated very, very honestly in these cards. Now, the Ace of Pentacles here shows money, okay? I'm not even gonna lie. It shows here money, and it shows here opportunities that I feel are going to be coming your way. There could be a big opportunity that gives you the ability to do something which really gives you a lot of success and gets you quite well known for what you do. Now, this is not going to happen perhaps all of a sudden, because the Wheel of Fortune in combination with the Ace of Pentacles, remember these are sort of slower energies, especially with that earth energy of the Ace of Pentacles. It's not the fastest energy. So it can be quite slow. The wheel turns, abundance comes your way, but the wheel can turn quite slowly. Also, on top of that, you have also got the 4 of Cups, and this shows some form of rejection. So you might be rejected a few times before you actually get this particular opportunity. So just note that if you have been getting rejected, this is literally aligning to that, because it shows here some form of rejection or perhaps not getting the opportunities that you want straight away. And then you get this golden opportunity, this golden ticket, which really just gives you something so much more. And it almost, like the guides are saying, that it's meant to be this way. It's meant to be this way because they, and it's going to sound really strange, but they just really sort of want you to, feel really great. Sometimes if we just get everything handed on a plate, like we'll just be like, oh, okay, cool. But if we really work hard for it and we get rejected along the way, when we get that golden ticket on our plate, it just feels so much more satisfying. And that's the kind of energy where they want you to feel satisfied, like they want you to feel really, really uplifted and really good for the amount of work that you put in, because you're a hard-working person. So to me, that's what this is showing, is that if you've been rejected, okay, in time, you will get this absolutely stunning opportunity where it will lead you to sort of like this big break. That's what I'm seeing with the Wheel of Fortune, because that's Jupiter energy, and Jupiter is all about wealth, success, abundance. It's auspicious, it's prosperous, it's beautiful. Justice will be served. Justice is also about hard work and also about your good karma. I feel like in your past life you did a lot of goodness and you did so many good deeds for other people, and you were always a very, very kind and generous person. Even if you didn't have so much in your past life, that in this lifetime you're getting a lot of that goodness come back to you. But also in the rejection, okay, because you might be thinking, okay, well, Moonlight, if I have so much good karma in my past life, then why am I still, having some moments of feeling uncertain or being rejected or just, not always getting what I want? Sometimes we have to also burn off some of the bad karma from our past lifetime as well, and even the past lifetime before that. It can also be burning karma that is generated by ancestors. So what tends to happen is that, sometimes we have to burn this karma in some way, shape or form. So you're burning it through rejection, and that's what's happening, all right? That's the bad karma burning so that your good karma can come much, much quicker. That's essentially what's happening. So justice is being served through karma, and of course it's that Libra energy. So justice is karma, it's also Libra, and it's also resolution. Now Libra here shows balance, right? So things are getting much more balanced. You will find that balance. Solutions will be served to problems, and that's what I'm seeing. The Empress here shows love, it shows happiness, it shows you feeling so happy with the growth around you, you sitting in your own comfort, feeling really, really good. I feel like you're going to have a comfortable lifestyle. Also, we've got the Page of Swords, having the freedom to be able to do what you want, when you want, not having to always worry about certain elements like, okay, have I got the finances to be able to do this? Right? So it's going to come to you. The moon here still shows that you may still have some sort of ups and downs until you get this big opportunity. It's going to come to you because we've also got this archway which shows initiation. So it's going to be handed, like it's going to be offered to you, this particular opportunity, and then you can decide, all right, am I going to say yes? Am I going to say no? It's your choice, right? Hanged Man is ruled by Neptune. This is such a spiritual energy because Hanged Man is ruled essentially, well, I just said it. It's ruled by Neptune, but next to it you got the moon, and the moon is actually ruled by Cancer, but then the moon card is ruled by Pisces. The home sign of Neptune is Pisces. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? They're sitting right next to each other. It's like they're sitting right next to each other at the dinner table. So it really just goes to show that this is part of your path in terms of your future. Now, I want to say that your karma does affect things. So, for example, if you were to do something really bad or you were to hurt someone, which, I don't see you doing, but if you weren't just to one day wake up and use your free will and do that, you will generate bad karma, which can block all of this abundance. So what I would say is continue to be you, do you. Obviously don't hurt someone, that's not what I'm not saying that at all, but basically if you were to do that, it can block, your good karma from coming to you. It can block this particular opportunity because it's a lot of this is based on karma. So what I would say is be you, do you, spread love, give love, accept love. It's one of those things, and you will find that goodness will come to you, right? But if you were to do some, really, really terrible things, or, things that hurt others or take away from others or steal from others, not saying that you would do that, but if someone uses their free will to do that, they would generate bad karma. So it's just one of those things that I have to mention. So the devil here shows a risk, right? It shows that, again, it's based on karma. So that's the devil. The devil also shows here that with success, fame, and money can come obsession and greed. However, what I see is that this is up to you, right? This again is part of your free will as to how much you change and how you feel in regards to that. I also feel here that this sense of rejection that you will have faced, all right, and that you have faced before you get to this particular point will actually lessen the effect of the devil, because you will have faced this and you will know what adversity is like. You will know how difficult things, can be. And so there's more of a resting energy. The devil here is a warning, and oftentimes tarot likes to give us a warning as well, just to warn us of certain things, that if you get to this point, you might think to yourself, oh yeah, the devil, okay, I'm not going to fall into that trap. I'm not going to fall into that really, crazy toxic energy. I'm not, and again, that can be really, really, what's the word? It can be overhauled, uplifted. It's the word I'm looking for. It can be avoided. There we go. Such a simple word. It can be avoided if you practice spirituality. The more you practice spirituality, the more you can overhaul and completely eliminate this devilish energy, because actually you're focusing on yourself, you're doing a lot more for yourself, you're giving yourself good energy, and it can really just help to calm your energy in times where you may feel like, okay, I'm being pulled in a million different directions, there's so much I have going on. It can give you that space and time and rest that you need. Make sure you take rest for yourself, because I feel like you're going to be a really, really busy person, to the point where this card also is showing a different message, to a point where you may have a lot of sponsorships or opportunities or lots of projects or just so much going on, to the point where you have to pick and choose what you want to do. You can't do everything because you'll get so many opportunities. So you have to really think and pick those particular opportunities. Knight of Pentacles shows it coming your way. Okay, it's still in the process. Actually, that's the other card as well. I show these two cards as being quite slow in terms of energy. Knight of Pentacles is a freaking tortoise. Let's be honest, it is. So it's going to come your way in time, okay, this abundance. And the Four of Wands shows that it's destined to happen. Again, it's part of the karma. And also the Four of Wands is an angel card. It's also about stability, because we've got 3 fours here. Fours are about stability. It's also about the core and the foundation. It's destined and fated to happen, but it also depends on karma, because you've got 4 threes. Threes in tarot represent karma. So ta-da! So many messages, right? But this also shows like a platform, a stage, and it shows also recognition. So group number 3, that is what we have got for you. So this is your reading. Now, if this reading resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, I think I said like this video, but yeah, do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course my intention items, which are on Etsy, and I will see you very soon. You are on the way to freedom and really just spreading those wings out, and I very much so see it with the bird as well. You're on your way to spreading your wings. So this is your reading, and now let's go to group number 4. All right. Alright, so group number 4, let's have a look and see, will you be rich, famous, successful? We have this absolutely stunning little jug right here. So beautiful, and we've got your cards as well. Super golden, and it is the top card, which is the Ace of Swords that you have chosen. So we're going to see what's coming through. So the way I did this was I took the whole deck of cards, I shuffled them, and then I placed them into the cards whilst asking the questions with the help of the spirit guides and of course the angels. So let's have a look what your spread is. So this is for a 12 card spread. We have the Ace of Swords, we have the 9 of Pentacles, we've also got here the King of Pentacles. Wow. Alright, we've got here the 9 of Swords, we've got the Lovers, 10 of Pentacles, the Sun, Page of Wands, 9 of Wands, Queen of Swords, 7 of Cups, and the High Priestess. We sure do have a lot of earth energy here. Alright, so here is what I'm seeing. I really feel that you at times may be very stressed out with your finances. I see it here, right? You may be stressed out. Perhaps you've lost something in the past Now, this can also be to do with past life, right? If you feel really stressed out in regards to your finances, oftentimes that can also really showcase in terms of energy that in your past life you may have lost a lot, or you may not have been able to achieve exactly what you wanted to financially, and that just left you feeling really unfulfilled, and so you brought that into your current lifetime. So I just want you to know that if you feel really stressed out in regards to your finances, there's lots of things that can really sort of enhance that energy. So it's just something that I want to say. But I really feel here as well that there is a sense of success. I really see it here. I see this sense of you not giving up. I mean, across the board, to be honest, I really see this because the Nine of Pentacles here shows you living a comfortable lifestyle. I see you living a comfortable lifestyle, one where you don't have to worry too much, but I would say that worrying leads to more worries. So what I would say, especially with this Nine of Swords, is if you feel super, super, super worried and you feel really frustrated, like, oh, Moonlight, I'm not exactly where I want to be. I want to be comfortable. I want to be stable. I would say try and do things that make you feel less stressed. That's just one of the things. I mean, we are all human beings. We're going to feel stressed from time to time, but stress can lead to more worries, and negativity can lead to negativity or attracting negativity, right? Negativity can attract more negativity. So we don't want to attract that kind of energy, but at the same time, I can understand your stress. I can understand that it can be so frustrating, but the more you stay in that energy, the more toxic it can become. So instead, also try and implement things as well, like meditation, especially if you feel super, super stressed. Talk to people around you as well. I think that could really help from time to time. And what I would say is do not give up. Do not give up. A lot of this is also built up from your past life where you felt so much pressure to deliver, to perform, and I feel like you probably were not able to achieve exactly what you wanted in your past life, so it's made you feel double the pressure, like, you know what, I need to perform in this lifetime. I've got to fill up this entire jug. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but then I have to carry it, and it's going to be really, really, like, it's a lot for me to do. It's like you may even have the sort of pressure of like an entire family or your sort of entire I feel like this really relates to your past life where you may have had to sort of carry the weight of an entire family on your shoulders, and it was just a lot because it wasn't just for you, it was for everyone else as well. So it seems to me like it was just a very heavy burden, and you may also feel that. So if you do feel that way, I think it's important, if you feel really, really bad in regards to that and it's just, really heavy, definitely do seek, help for sure. If it really gets to that point of just feeling, depressed or upset or sad and just extremely anxious to the point where you just feel like you can't do anything else. But also, I just want to say that if you don't give up, I see here you living a very successful and very peaceful lifestyle, which is very, very comfortable. 9 to the 10, being able to support yourself, which is this independent energy right here, and being able to support your family, all right? Being able to support yourself and your family. What you would have really wanted to do in your past life in terms of achieving that success, you will be able to do in this lifetime. You will be able to fulfill your karma in regards to that, which is really interesting because in your past life you would have dreamt to get to this level, and I see this level here for you. So what I would say is, worrying it's a normal thing, it totally is, but it can be frustrating, right? But I see you getting to this. I would say don't give up, right? Page of Wands here shows you, I personally see that you should write down every sign, every synchronicity you get. If you see certain repeating numbers, write them down and then Google them, and then write them down in the notebook next to those repeating numbers, right? You can also make note of your dreams. They can be super telling as well, because one thing that I'm seeing is that it's almost like a journey, and it's also this really strong energy here with the sun of not giving up, continuing to see the light, continuing to see hope in certain situations that can be super challenging and frustrating. The King of Pentacles here shows you feeling super, super comfortable, sitting on a throne, just feeling good. So to me, I feel like there is this sort of 180 energy where you are going to change. Your energy is just going to change, where you may feel like this and then eventually you're going to be feeling like this. It's crazy and it's amazing, and yes, it can happen. It can happen. I'm telling you, it can happen, because I once also felt like this, right? And it can seem so hard to get to a level of this. It will happen for you. It will. And again, that is also part of like not giving up, you know? So the Lovers here really does show bloom and growth. It shows fulfillment. It shows this amazing, energy of trees and fruits and leaves and flowers and things just really blooming around you. And that's also your happiness as well. That's your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health also blooming. So take care of yourself as well. And your finances will also grow, right? It's something that I see here that is going to come your way. Even the High Priestess here shows emotional fulfillment. It shows you being just really, really strong in terms of your energy. I feel like spirituality can actually help you. Manifesting can really help you to get to the level that you want to be at, along with really, again, just focusing on yourself and spirituality, especially since there is a past life link. The more you practice spirituality, law of attraction, perhaps even listening to subliminal music, the more it really helps you, because you're connecting to your past life whilst you do so. It's crazy. It's amazing, actually. It really can help you. And sometimes I found that people that have had, past lives that are like this, they find it very hard to achieve material success. And one of the ways that they have really been able to achieve a lot more material success is by practicing spirituality and also connecting to their ancestors. So pray to your ancestors as well. Ask them for feedback, ask them for protection, ask them for advice. They can give you a lot of those answers through dreams, signs, synchronicities, but also pray to them. Say to them, like, what can I do? How can I help my situation? Is there something that I should be doing to help myself? So definitely pray to them. Yes, you can pray to your angel guides, your angels, your spirit guides, but also your ancestors as well. Definitely do pray and ask them for advice. The Seven of Cups here is sort of like your bucket list, right? And I see you here achieving the things that you have on your bucket list. So just know that things can manifest. I see here lots and lots of material desires being fulfilled, and that's something that I am seeing. So I see here more of this energy of just living a comfortable lifestyle and being able to support yourself and your family, and also just having lots of different ideas and feeling really strong career-wise, and really just doing a 180 to the point where you just feel so much better, you feel much more happier, and you feel content within yourself spiritually. And I feel like you're going to go down a spiritual path. So, for example, you might be really into just helping others. You might also... Now, this doesn't mean you have to do something career-wise spiritually. I'm not saying that, but you could, have, for example, a career, but then might be really spiritual on the side. For some of you, you might actually make spirituality into a career, right? So it's just something that I am seeing here, but it's quite a strong, powerful, potent energy, especially with the Queen of Swords. Do not give up. Continue, because I do see that you will be financially very, very stable and live a very comfortable lifestyle. Do I see this energy of fame? Probably not in this particular reading, but in terms of being rich, that's something that I think is really beautiful here, because this is not just being rich in terms of material energy, this is being rich in spirituality. It's being rich in terms of your mental happiness and your mental well-being, because that is absolutely key, and in my personal opinion, that is number one, right? Being mentally happy is so priceless. It is so important for our well-being. So will you be rich? Yes, you will be so rich in spirituality and happiness and mental, emotional, and physical satisfaction. And also, financially, you will also be very stable as well. So I see a lot of richness, and this entire jug is going to be full of beautiful fresh water that is just so nourishing for yourself and your energy, and it's going to be full, and it's going to really satisfy that thirst that you had in your past life for this level of success, which, oh my gosh, how emotional. Gosh, that makes me feel so incredible. So for you, it makes me feel good for you. That's the thing as well. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. So yeah, pray to those ancestors for sure, and they will really help you. They are there. They've had a lot of experiences, but they're there to help you as well with your experiences. So 9 to the 10. Absolutely beautiful, lots of progression. So this is your reading group number 4. Now if this resonated or if you found messages that really made sense to your situation, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course my intention items which are on my Etsy store. Everything is linked down below for your convenience, and I hope you have an absolutely lovely day or night wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. Definitely do take care of yourself.